Alright, everybody. Welcome back to Wasted Wisdom.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
Yeah, alright, so I guess we should fill them in. We just saw a woman with a big ass.
Yeah, and she in like a neon green dress, and I was like, wow.
So
you are God's gift to mankind.
So now this guy who is here, he's gonna realize this. We're like, wait there. Charlene. Charlize Theron. I thought weren't you wearing a neon green dress?
Uh-oh.
Bumbuckler, I didn't know. I said the Wasted Wisdom, you did that prima galley, no dog. We didn't see the studio. We didn't see it.
The studio.
Outside, we didn't see it.
It's not the studio outside.
Yeah. That's what I said, nigga, I saw the studio outside. And so, now I'm gonna find them back and do nothing, I guess, because what the fuck are you guys?
You know what I mean?
There's nothing to really do, so.
Not a darn thing to
And
do.
this puppy is now sleeping on my shoe.
Yeah, guys.
It's
So
very
very eventful day.
Yeah.
So I'll probably start by telling my story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like we can go into other stuff. And I feel like this is the way to do like this podcast because let's make it a little bit wholesome.
Homie.
So yeah, so my dog gave birth to some lovely puppies, and I had them for sale. Now, a few days ago, I think it was Sunday, I was just at home and I got a message from some random person, because you know when you're selling stuff, people from all over.
Yo, blessed,
blessings. Let me actually read it word for word.
I was actually just gonna paraphrase and we just act it out.
Act it out.
Yeah, it's better that way. I don't want to incriminate nobody.
All right, fine.
Yeah, blessed love. How much for the dog them? How much for the puppy them?
I was like, we're going for 30K, very negotiable.
30K? How much? One of them or two of them?
For one.
One of them. That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. We get a deal with the two of them.
Yeah, well, the two of them you'll get 50. I can give you for 50.
50K?
Yeah, man.
50K, bro. Oh, blessed love. Yo, me interested. Yeah, me interested. Yeah, interested, man.
Yeah, and then they took my number and called me. And then, so ring. Hello?
Blessed love.
Oh, it's you. Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, so you said you're interested in the puppies?
Yes. I want two of them.
All right, cool. That can be done. I have a male and a female.
Perfect.
Why you want two, though?
Well, of the farm, and we want them just roam, and we need a dog. We need some dog for the house inside. You know what I'm saying? Are you picking up my vibe? Is it not very nice and wholesome and cool?
So I realize your energy, and I like your energy, and
yeah, man, respect, bro.
And I feel like because of who you are, like, I don't know, are you a Rastafarian, or what I want to say is, are you a spiritual person? Because I don't want like stereotype you and put you in like a little box.
Well, I'm not a pastafarian, because we don't eat meat out here. But yes, I have dreadlocks and I'm spiritual. Yes.
Okay. Well, for some reason I feel like why I ask you that is because I just feel like giving you the puppies for free. Yeah, man.
Bless you, love you. You would really do that for me.
Yeah, man. I really get them for free, man, because I just feel the spirit of giving,
You're Rastafari.
Yeah, man.
Bless you, love. Alright. I humbly accept.
Yeah, man, and
we can meet up there.
Yeah, man. So we can meet up in Peep. Well, I can't see the place. I know. We can meet up in Manor Park and.
Oh, you know what? Let's meet on the day you do the podcast. That will be.
Nobody said that. But yeah, we can meet in Manor Park, and we can sort that out.
Yes, the day after the shootout sounds good. Not that you know about that yet. Or either do I.
Yes. So So yeah, so now guys, today is the day to, you know, give the puppies to the guy, and we're here waiting, and unfortunately,
Dog, them shit up the
them
place,
just
bro.
decide for just let go, bro.
Dog, shit up the place.
Shit
dog.
up the whole damn place.
All of the studios stink, dog.
Everywhere. And I'm like, Jano, I know you don't want to leave. I know you love your family, but Jano, this is my car, bro.
Yeah, so we had cardboard, them shit on it. And then we got another cardboard, and then they were like, oh, new bathroom. And then they shit on that. Oh, and piss too. Right.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Shit. So yeah, it's been an eventful day so far. Yeah. We're kind of looking forward to meeting these people. Because I really, as I said, the energy was right. There are a few things about them that's intriguing so far. Just that they have this like free-spirited, no time bound, seemingly no time bound kind of mentality.
Only the now exists in a Rasta.
See me?
Yeah.
The universe will take us to where we need to be and at the time we need to be.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm doing a really shit caricature of them, so don't feel like this is literally how they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while we're sitting here and thinking about being gracious to people and we were thinking about the shootout yesterday.
Right, but I don't know much about it. I've only seen the memes.
Yeah, so fortunately for the podcast, unfortunately for the people who died.
People died?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I don't know shit, dog. I know niggas making memes about dead. Fuck
no,
you guys,
man, it was the criminals who died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So, unfortunately, I was driving by the What's happening?
You good?
Yeah, I was driving by Trafalgar Road like 2 minutes or so after the event occurred.
Oh, after?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like literally as I drove up, they were putting out the yellow tape.
Damn.
So basically what happened out there is that a car with 3 men robbed a man who, again, interesting enough for me to have this podcast, is from my community.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
So the businessman that got robbed is from my community, was from my community, and after robbing him, they were driving down Trafalgar Road because they robbed him at what do you call this again?
Hope Road.
Yeah, Old Hope Road. And then so now they're coming back on Trafalgar, and apparently police trailed them, and they opened fire at the police, and the police returned fire and killed 2, and the 3rd man ran away and got caught over by Abbey Court.
Okay. I explained the squaddy that was behind the car now.
Alright, so this is my interpretation. I never saw that part, but I realized people ripping on the squaddy behind the car, which I think is a female. And it's not because it's a female I'm going to say this either, but if you notice, she didn't have on any bulletproof vest. You understand? She probably even wasn't prepared for what was happening, because she seemed like a regular traffic police. He was a regular traffic police that just got caught up in a situation that she wasn't prepared for. And you were going to tell me you would go out there, Jason, as a police officer, and knowing that your life is in danger, you wouldn't try and protect yourself?
Well, as a man, I have to really do like the Jimmy Cliff type of thing.
How do they come down?
Yeah, exactly. Just bust shot in the air and just scream, I'm the real Jamaican Don Dada.
I'm sorry. I'm hiding behind that car.
No, my dog.
And if I can probably sneak a one shot in and do it. But if I'm not prepared, what do you mean? I hide.
I jump in the next person.
I hide. I would have probably caught with the taxi man them.
Yeah.
Like one and move.
Just tell me bills. But okay. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like when I heard that shit, I'm like, yo, this is some real cops and robbers type shit. Broad daylight to that.
Broad daylight, my youth. Big traffic and everything.
Yeah.
People sit down in the traffic like, you know.
I saw some people tried to turn around, like, cause what the footage I saw was from they were alright. So they're across the street from YMCA.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing people drive up, beep, 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 as fucking ignorant people do as always, and they don't know what the fuck's going on. And then some people just like, they're in the turning lane and they're like, fuck this, and they just turn right back, go back down half a tree. So I was just like, well, that's wise. Yeah, you probably should escape this shit because you don't know, say. Everybody right here, so stuck now. Them can't move. Might as well just turn off your car and just like introduce yourself to each other. Hi, how are you? Roger. You know.
Yeah, in the middle of the gun battle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, might as well. Because like, honestly, I just can't believe that actually happened. I really can't. So when I saw the memes coming, first thing I saw was the squad behind the Toyota. And I'm just like, is this old? Did I miss something? And I realized, no, this was like 2 hours ago.
Squaddy say, my life important. Y'all can die.
Her life is important. If it's a woman, because I don't even know. But yeah.
Wow. Crazy, bro. So what was Scott saying though?
Yeah, we really gonna do what Scott said?
Yeah, man.
Scott said. Yeah, Scott, don't cut this out. Scott said that we should link it back to everyday things that we normally talk about. And it's like, you know, some people pre-relationships like that shootout. Some people just hide behind the squad. They're like the squad is hide behind the car. And next people just in at the back of that.
Yeah, man, like the squad on the far left.
Like, I'm like, what am I? I'm just got in the office.
Alright, let's say I've asked you, are you like willing to shoot your shot? Like, how do you shoot?
Bombard, yeah, that's good.
See me? Like, how do you shoot your shot? Do you do like that squaddy that, you know, just hide behind the car and be like, hoping for the best? You know what I mean? Or do you just go out there and it's like, yo, I want a bulletproof vest, I should be fine. I'm going to do this thing like my name is Rambo.
Like my name John McClane. It's Die Hard.
Or some John Wick kind of shit. How you shoot your shot? How do you shoot your shot, Jason? Wow, that's what you tell them?
Just eat your raisin, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna do. It's like, yo, me and whichever civilian, they all walk back out of the truck.
Brother, yeah, man.
Listen, I don't have time for this shootout fuckery, bro. Right? Chicks love a dude in uniform. So, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Cool.
So, you don't feel like, just like that whole event, girls find the ones who...
You mean the dead ones? Yeah, one with them.
Girls find the ones who take charge and shoot them shot like with confidence, more attractive than the ones who hide behind the car and be like
this little puppy right there, so like trying to hide behind him, little sister. Well, you know, you said something earlier before we started recording. We were talking about some other shit. We were talking about Big Ed from 90 Day Fiancé. Talk of the town. Basically, you said, at the end of the day, dog, girl like who she like, dog. You know what I'm saying? So even if you come with the confidence thing, that's not necessarily the thing that going to unlock the girl. You know what I mean? Like, cause I remember talking to one girl, and I was trembling like a leaf, bro, and I still got that fucking number.
Yeah, cause you're right. Cause some girls find that cute.
Yeah. That's true. So that's why the notion that it's like, oh yeah, you know, you have to be this way and you have to do that and you have to be this and you have to be that in order to get it. It's like that's not necessarily
That's
true.
what I'm saying. You have to be yourself.
Exactly.
Cause
Be a leaf in Hurricane Gilbert. Just do it, dog.
be a leaf, you know.
Just tremble, dog. Just shake,
Wow.
cry, wet up yourself.
Why? Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. But trust and believe though, bro. I feel like using the analogy again, you can't run out to something that you're not prepared for. That's the next thing that I realized with shooting your shot. If you're not prepared to like die or get rejected or something bad happen to you, don't shoot your shot.
And you won't even be able to think on your feet even.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But some man feels them get the training over Spanish Town there so. And then feel like, yeah man, we're good, can handle anything. You put them in the battlefield and it's like, buckler.
Start trembling.
I should have been a fucking defense attorney or something.
I should have worked in an office job and just do a regular 9 to 5.
Be a teacher or sell weed. Some shit.
There's something on my mind that I feel like we can talk about. Let us talk about how do you know when you're ready to settle down with someone. I know like Jason might not be there yet, but you know, even given your like vantage point and your perspective, it would like from where you are, you know, how would you know that I am ready to take the next step?
I'm
let me give you some backstory to why this is happening. Because I'm saying this because you know, I have a family friend. Let's say his name is George, right? And George has been with his girl for like 2-3 years, you know, and he engaged and everything, and my mommy and everybody was happy about it, you know. And so George and Selena started to live together. Yeah, let's have make up names, but it's a real story.
George Lopez and Selena Gomez.
You know, yeah. Exactly.
Very weird age difference.
You know, but it works. Anyways, and he was very happy to like propose and everything, and then, oh boy, it turns out that George is starting to have second thoughts because they moved in together in them little rented house, and they're not married yet. But you know, when you're in the stage of getting married, you spend more time with the person and whatever. And the more time you spend with the person, is the more you realize that, you know, I want to be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and so George looked at me and was like, yo dog, what do I do? You know, because I don't like this, you know. I want to be able to do what I want to do. I want to go play poker. I can go out when I feel like, and nobody not ask me where I'm there. You know, I want to be able to go play football 1 and 2 times, and when I get in the car, say I rode me there with woman. You know?
Oh boy.
And so it's like, now George has led me to one. Like, how do you really know when this is it?
Interesting. I mean,
because even in spite of what he's saying, it could still be it, you know.
Yeah, but that's what I was about to say. To me, it just sounds like him not ready. Like he might be ready later, but evidently. But you see, this is the next thing too, because most of the complaints you just made are complaints regarding him being more, what did I say, annoyed with him girl. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. So then if you get a girl that's not as like, I don't know what the word is, demanding or whatever, then maybe he'd be like, oh yeah, this is fine. So that's the difference there. So he could be ready, but it's just like, him not gonna know, because like this girl is a problem. But then it makes me think, is it that he didn't want this? She wasn't like this before, or was she always like this?
And that's a question I asked too, bro, because you know my personal situation where the partner I choose, or when I'm choosing a partner, it would never be anybody who I'd have to like put on a different persona for. You have to just know, say, yo, this is Mark, and this is just it.
Yeah.
You understand? And so I just feel like for him, he never vetted that side. And I realize a lot of people do it, and that's why I want to talk about it. Because I'm like, how do you relate to your partner? So like, if you have an issue, like say you're a gambler, do you hide that from your partner and then spring that on them after the wedding? And then when them can't find you and them hear you gamble off all of the money, them surprised? Or from day one, do you just look at your partner and be like, yo, here's my dirty laundry. This is the shit that I do. Can you take it, or are you going to leave it?
You see, but with that now, dog, to me, it's like, I wouldn't say it's day one, but it certainly can't be after the fucking wedding. That's crazy. To me, it's like, yo, at some point, you know, so you're serious and you're thinking about spending the rest of your life with somebody, you should be talking. It's like, remember when we were watching, when quarantine just started, when we were watching that show where everybody got married, like after knowing each other, after never seeing each other?
Yeah. That was a really good experiment.
Right,
yeah.
Right. And then one of the chicks did that with one of the youths, and then she.
Oh, the guy with him saying gay. The guy.
No. Not
even that one.
Not. There's a white dude. There's a white dude and a white girl. And basically, what was going on was like, oh yeah. The girl said, yeah, you know, actually I have all this. Is that no, it's not student loan debt. Well, it could be.
Oh yeah.
But credit card debt.
Yeah.
And then he was like, and then he in his interview he's like, I don't know, like, do I really want to be with someone who has like all of this debt?
They ended up getting married, by the way.
Yes, they did. And the thing is, you still have to really think to yourself, like, do you really think that that's okay? I don't think that's okay. Why the hell did you say that from before?
You know. But then again, you see, and this is why I say, yo, life is so dynamic, because the credit card debt might matter to you, Jason, but it might not matter to me. You know what I mean? Especially how I view money versus how them view money. But again, you're not wrong though, because how are you going to know if this person can manage it, and why are you going? Money. You know what I mean? And why are you going to wait? Not even manage money. No, I mean, how are you going to know this person will accept you, and decide that I'm going to wait until 2 years into the relationship I mention this, rather than like a few weeks later you'll be like, you know, I have bad credit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Regardless of the reaction that you're going to get, why would you wait so long?
You see, dog, because my family is, well, at least one side of it, is unfortunately notorious for, oh yeah, by the way, oh yeah, by the way, oh yeah. You never tell you this, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, because I've seen that, and then it's like, now you have to just adjust. Like, oh, this is what it is. You know, you want divorce, you want whatever. It's just fucked, because it's just not fair. It's not fair. You don't really give me a chance to really like choose properly. Yeah. You just spring this on me, and you basically trap me. I know. It's like you put me between a rock and a hard place. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? There's a fucking kid here now, which is me. I'm the kid. The fuck? I'm like, nah, dog. It's kind of just messed up. I don't really think that's okay. But in this guy's case, I don't necessarily think it's that him don't want to get married. I just don't think he wants somebody to be so fucking controlling and police his behavior
yeah,
like some
man,
kind of
and
helicopter.
I think that's it. But then you see, we have to watch how we make our choices in life, because at the end of the day, I think he chose he chose his mom.
What? What do you mean?
Because she acts just like his mother.
Oh, fuck.
You understand? And he even said it, just like reminding my mom.
You see, this is where, once again,
Sigmund Freud wins.
No. No. I mean, kind of yes. Kind of yes, because he technically was the first one. He just went way too far
Yeah,
with
but
it.
we can't go too
You know
far
what I'm
with
saying?
that.
Like, yeah, everybody want to fuck them parent. Like, yeah, it's not that, it's not quite exactly like that, but essentially, yeah. I mean, your first love relationship does form some kind of basis. They're asleep. The puppies are asleep. But yeah, dog. So the fact that the dude's mom is like him girl, I'm like, wow, what a surprise.
What a surprise.
I've never seen this before in my life, ever. But to be honest, it's like, this is why you have to know, like, there's one or two things, because you're either going to accept your mom, ergo accept your wife,
Yep.
or to break up and then come to peace with that and then choose something different, like have a different kind of intention for who you want to be with. That's the only way you can change it. Otherwise, you just be doing it on autopilot and you get a next girl to do the exact same fucking thing.
And then so the next thing I realize is, like, people feel like it's like whatever your perception of marriage is, it really comes out in how you make that decision. Because I realize some people feel like because they think that marriages should be hard, or marriages should be constant conflict or struggle, they choose people who would basically become that.
Yeah. And they themselves are people that can become that. So they're just attracting themselves too. Yeah, it's true.
Ridiculous, bro. It's something that I come to realize. And so I was like, yo, dog, you have to figure out why you chose this girl in the first place. You're engaged now. You see me? And poor Gregory or George, any one of them you want to use.
Isaacs.
You know what I mean? Poor George don't know that, yo, why him really there. Him just know such a kind.
I mean, and that's a great trait, but is he? But I guess his mom is kind too.
Yeah, his mom is kind, but does that align? Sorry, with who you are? You know what I mean, and what you want for yourself. Does it truly align?
All right. Well, here's the flip side, right? Because of course, it's never just one side. Because that girl, right, George girl, Selena Gomez, right? Basically, the way I see it, she's probably dating her dad. Or her mom, could be one of the two.
No, that too, because, and again, it's funny you said that, because Selena...
I'm not laugh.
So, man, this bitch. Selena said the same, Selena alluded to the fact that that's what she's doing. She's dating her dad. And then the things that she see that reminds her of her dad, she's trying to control.
Which you can't do.
You know what I mean? You know?
Can't do.
Why are you going out so late? Curfew I keep. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel like you have to just know your partner and be honest with yourself. That is what it boils down to for me.
Okay.
Know your partner and know yourself. Know yourself first. Then whenever you choose somebody, you have to know your partner. And know how them complement who you are.
It seems like Rocky and Bullwinkle would like to make a comment here. Rocky and Bullwinkle are the puppies, by the way.
Wow.
But stop looking at me like that.
Such
shit.
fascinating names.
Yeah, but let the show. Yeah. But I don't know. Here's the thing, though, because when I look at myself, right, and I, especially like, what am I thinking? Yeah, like the relationship, not even the relationship, the situationship, that I found myself in when I was 24, 25. I was like, this bitch is like my mother, what the fuck? Right? Because I'm like, of course she is. I see how playful and fun and lively she is, but like, you do something, she don't understand what you're doing, she just flips the fuck out. I'm like, bro, that's not appropriate. That is not appropriate. You can't be fucking doing that, dog. Right? But then, of course, after seeing that 2 more times, I was like, it's a pattern. Okay, fine. It's me. I'm the problem. No problem. Okay, cool. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to deal with this shit. Clearly, something inside of me has not actually accepted who my mother was. Right? But I'm telling you, you see, the moment you do that, once you can accept the pain of the past and accept, which therefore kind of makes you accept your mother as she is, that's when you can then choose who or what you want. And more than likely, you will not choose someone who is going to be abusive. And that's what it is. Because the fact of the matter is that if you really want someone who's not going to control what you're doing or be
your life.
Yeah, policing your life, micromanaging your whatevers, right? The only solution I can find is to do that. That comes to, now you're at peace with that. Now you can choose with intention what you would rather experience. Because the next time you see it, you're not gonna be like, okay, let me see if I can change her. Or, oh, let me see if I can just, if it just will fade out or whatever. You just be like, yeah, no, bye, done. Right? Once you see that there's a hint of it, you're like, no, this is not it. Because this is not what I want for myself. But if you don't do that, then you have a problem. Yeah, man, so you don't know. Dogs them gone now. Puppy them gone now. So. Lots of blessings and a lot of love, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a whole lot of blessing, a whole lot of love, you know?
Yeah, man. They're cool people.
Very, very cool people. Like, one of the best energies I've ever come across, and purest energies I've ever come across in a long while. I mean, people who I've never met in my entire life, but they like literally welcome me with open arms.
Oh, you think those people have the problems that George having?
Yo, you know it's funny ask that, you know, dog. When I was driving down to Linstead, I was made Zenith, you know, brother, and I was like, do they have the problems that we have, like with women and the Kevin Samuels shit and the whole Derek Jackson shit, and you know, like and I was like, in my head I was like, yo, is it like a situation where she's going to need a man who provides like $1 million? And I'm like, bless is a man who find a woman like that just follow him religion. And just follow the simplicity of his life, bro. And to answer the question, if they have the issues that George have, I think the framework of their relationship might be a little bit different. You know, them not looking for. I think she knows her role and he knows his role in her life, and everything does flow from there. Yeah. In a divine motion, you know.
I would also say, looking at, because there's a couple that came to get the puppies, to me it was so clear how they mirrored each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no way this dude could just be with any girl. There's no way this woman could be with any impossible. But when you really think about it, that's how it is for most of us, though. When you really think about it, it's like, look how much people in the world. You could have dealt with all these different types of people, all these beautiful people, but you don't. Somehow you end up with this specific type of person. Why? Why would that be the case? Probably because it's something about you.
Exactly, you know? And to even go back to the George thing, I feel like a lot of us are walking around not being aware of what we are taking in and what we're putting out in our energies. You know what I mean? And so for him to reach in a space where him confused about his girl and him realize it's his mother. You know what I mean? It's for him now to reach a point where him can sit down and be like, alright, this is my mom. Why is this my mom? You know what I mean? And do I accept my mother? Do I accept that these are her traits and blah, 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 blah. And I feel like these people that we met today, they seem to have that part of things, they seem so to have that part of things like under control, where like the ego wouldn't get in the way of certain things. And then pass. Now that I don't know them relationships. I don't know if them past situation does affect the relationship, but I doubt that they make certain trivialities that we make affect them.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, can't swear for nobody.
Yeah, can't swear for a soul, guys.
You really can't, because enough times you meet people, first impression is that thing, and then you get to know them, you start to see some other things. That happens.
Yeah, because suppose him like a very serious man to the point where like, oh yo, you can't come in my house if you do this or da da da, and suppose she's been oppressed and you don't know. But so far, the light that we saw today, it never seemed that way, you know?
Like, you'll hear it in the recording. You'll hear when the rain start. When they came, the rain stopped. That's how fucking dramatic it was, bro. It was ridiculous.
Bro. And the woman looked like she was sitting by the rivers of Babylon, dog, before she came. Yo, I swear, dog.
Sure! It's crazy.
Yo, dog. It's like like when them talk about a woman is a queen, oh wow, she look like a queen, and she never adorned in a finest linen or nothing like that. She just adorned with grace, bro.
You know, it's like I was saying to you earlier. It's like, yo, her energy radiates this extremely high vibration or whatever you want to call it, and it's contagious.
Yeah, dog.
You know, it really is.
It's the craziest thing, one of the craziest things I've ever experienced, you know? Yeah. You know what I mean? So, for the whole George situation, George have to go therapy or counseling and
well, two of them really.
You know what I mean? And find out why he's reacting the way he's reacting, and then to come to the decision if this is something I want to continue with for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Because honestly, if you can jettison yourself now before you make a commitment forever, so supposedly for the rest of your lives, and then have to deal with the consequences of that and not dealing with the shit then, honestly, that it just don't make sense.
True.
Right? And it's bad enough that just like how people will date their parent, right? Not everybody and not all the time, but it happens very often. Sometimes you will repeat the dynamic of your parent.
True.
And that is the next thing, like, yo, if that wasn't good, bro, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, and this is what I also wanted to say, bro. That I feel like a lot of people, they see that holding on to what them parents have and not creating their own thing. I feel like that's dangerous as well. Yeah, so they don't spend any time to have any real personality. Them just say, you know what, my mom did this, so I'll do this. So instead of like relating to their partner on the level of, this is what I want them, they relate to them as, this is what my parents or my mom or my dad would want for me.
Is it a thing where you think people aren't thinking for themselves?
It basically.
Why?
Why do I think they're not thinking for themselves?
Yeah.
I just feel like because whenever they're faced with challenges, the first thing they can say is, my mom did this, so this should work. Or like even this other video I was watching where the woman was like, my dad takes me to work every day, and my dad carries me to school, and he pays for this and he pays for that. I don't want a man who does less than my dad did for me. But then you look at it, but you're not a child.
Number one, and number two, your dad only did that so he could like be on, like make sure you were under manners, so you never go a road and this and that. And basically, you were kind of just like you were just being a you were being parented by a helicopter parent, right? So now you have a helicopter man, and you think that's okay. Like, you don't. It's almost like they don't realize. Like, it's almost like you frame it in a way where it's like, oh, this is positive, even though you do feel the negative thing.
Yeah, bro. That's what I show you. So I feel like a lot of women do that. A lot of people.
Yeah, because men do it.
A lot of people. My mommy used to cook for me and blah 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 blah. And I see my dad do this for my mom, and my mom do. And it's like you focus so much on what your mommy and daddy used to get, that you don't focus on what you would,
What you want for yourself.
What you want for yourself, you know. Because what them want is not necessarily what you want, and what work for them not necessarily going to work for you.
Especially because the time's different to that.
Yeah. Exactly. So as I said, I feel like it's dangerous dating somebody who have this idea that, okay, my mom and my father did this, so we're going to have to be like them.
You see, this is, I don't know if this is like something that's happening to me personally, but this was part of the reason I'm not too upset that I'm not in anything. Because it's like, I just want to ensure that I clean up my attic or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that I don't repeat certain bull crap. But at the same time, at some point, you have to kind of test it and see, is there any more bull crap? So yeah, so I guess we can end it there.
I guess so.
Yeah. So big up yourself, George. I don't know who you are, but Godspeed.
Since Georgie Podgy.
Yeah. Did you ever read Curious George? You know the book Curious George?
Yeah, I know the book, but I don't think I've read the whole thing.
Okay. Fair enough. Don't know why that came into my mind. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you got something out of it today. It's been quite a day for us. But you don't know. We got it through. Trying to provide that value for you guys and thing. As always, thanks for listening. And we'll see you next time. All right?